Opinions.
Yep, assholes and opinions, y'all have one. Okay, so tying off is the easiest way to thread this. So we're going to clip all of our threads off, like so. And we're going to take our one color off. And whatever your fabric color is, that's what you want. And it's the smallest spool that you need to have. You want to put that color in. So that's going to be, and you go right over left, left over right. So just a square knot, right over left. Left over right, and then that one, and we go nice and tight.
Oh, I see. So you don't have to feed it through the machine. You just tie off the old old threads.
Well, you will have to feed it through the machine, but this way it's easier to guide all the threads in the right spot. So this one, it kind of fell out of this hole. So let's see. This one is this one, and this is going to be our upper looper. So this is the one that's going to be the top thread that you will see coming over the top. So that's that one. Right over left, left over right. Okay, right over left, left over right. Square knot. And so there's that. And that gets tighter when you pull on it. And I'm putting the black on the back side.
Okay. And then they go through these little white grommets.
Yeah, the grommets, and that's just your gut. They have to feed from the top down.
Okay.
So, get the extra white out. Okay, right over left, left over right. Right over left. Left over right. Okay, so, there's that. And there's that. Okay, so then...
So it only requires 3
It can be 3 or 4, depending on what you're running, depending on what type of things you're running, but this is the easiest for an overlock. Okay, so then we have... So this is... We want to come through here and pull until the knots go past the tension. Because that's the part that's going to be the hardest part of it getting through is on the tension. There it is. So that's through the tension. Pull this one. We're going to pull that knot through the tension. So there's that. That one's coming through the tension there. Okay, so this one, you have to make sure our needle is up so we can get it out like that. So this one is our needle thread, and we pull it all the way down through the tension, like so, all the way through down here. So now we just pull all these till all of them come, all the slack's taken out of them. You don't have any thread in that.
Oh.
Just FYI.
She's psychic.
So notice I just pulled that knot right through the needle hole because it was small enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. There's that. We still have all this. We have to pull all that through like this. I'm not seeing any color yet of the other one, so there's that color. That one's through. And so where's the color on this one? So we might have to pull this one a little bit more to find our color. Okay, so now we've got all the colors coming through. So, so there's that. So then I put that one back. This one can go this way, like so. And lift this one up to make sure it gets in there. And it's nice and tight in there. Don't want that flopping around at all.
Okay.
Because if it is, you'll hit the things that you're not supposed to be hitting. Okay, so that
Which part needs to be tight?
This one?
Yeah.
If you notice where it right there,
Yeah.
you want to make sure that it's down there
so
and it's
hooking
in tight.
in there,
Yep.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's smaller, huh?
Oh,
it's almost, yeah, it's not out yet.
Okay,
Might
so
be able
there.
to do
And
it.
and you see how it's nice.
Gorgeous.
And there it is. So that is now all rethreaded for the colors that you want.
Okay.
And you've got a cutter right here for that.
Oh, where's the cutter?
Right there.
Oh, it's that little,
Yep.
in the little...
Yep. And then go like this, and you're good to go. And you always want to chain off. There it is. That's and you can see it's all even. That's how you know it's right. So
all done right.
Go bring it on over here.
Okay.
And this is your cut line.
Okay. Oh, cool. So, quick question. For thread, what would you say would be like the right type of thread to use on a machine
Cone
like
thread's
this?
usually the best because it's a lighter thread than most. Because it's usually a Tech. It's usually a Tech 27.
Oh, okay.
And that's because you're going to have a whole bunch of it in one area, and you don't want it to be
Right.
overly heavy.
Right, okay.
So there.
So it's actually it's lighter thread. I wouldn't have thought that. Okay.
Yeah, it's lighter thread because you don't want it to. You have 3 of them coming together. There are going to be 3 of them looping, and so. And now it's about tension. So how do you know your tension is correct? Okay, so you see how you have red coming over on this side, and you have black. The black loops. So the red is your upper looper. The black is your lower looper.
Okay.
And then this line down here is your thread of your needle thread. So
Okay.
you want them to meet right at the top. You've got a little bit of a change here, so I want my upper looper to be a little bit loosened because I want it to come less. I want to. Let's see. Actually, I want my upper to be tightened and my lower to be loosened because I want the thread to come back over the edge a little bit more. So. Okay, so let's see. Oh, let's see what it says. Okay, so. So I want my red a little tighter and this one looser, just because I'm just. Okay, let's see. There's that one. Let's see how it is. And so, oh, look, it's almost right because the black is pulling, and it's pulling too much, the red over too much, and so I might just loosen up. Might tighten up my red, just because I think it will. I don't think the black needs to be. The black looks like it's all right. It doesn't look like it's overly tight. So then I'll just go one more try. And once you cut it, you can't stop it. So my red, okay, see how it's starting to it's starting to pull over. It means that one of them's a little too tight. So I might want to loosen up my black a little bit more because it's it's a tug of war game, just like your tension on your regular machine. But you don't want it curling it over because that then means it's not because this is not a rolled hem. This is an overlock.
Oh, okay.
And if you're pulling too much, then what happens is your edge starts to roll over. But I think,
Ooh, that's looking pretty clean.
yeah, it's looking pretty clean. Let's see, and I can probably loosen up this one more time. Keep a little bit more.
So you'd maybe do this before you start your whole project,
you wanna
just leave
check
the
it.
thread on, and it's pretty much good.
Yeah, but it depends on right now I'm doing it on a piece of fabric that's not the same fabric that I'm using. So now I want to get a piece of denim and see if it comes out the same.
Right.
So let's see if you got an extra piece of denim.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try it on a piece of denim.
Okay.
And mind you, you're doing it one layer of denim too.
Yeah.
Genius. Looking at the craziness of Serger. Serger will make your.
You know what, Sergio? Unless if I get to buy the self-thread one, I'll never buy Sergio.
Oh, I hate to tell you though, once that self-threading thing blows out on you,
That's it?
it's a pain in the ass.
Okay. Yeah, I was really thankful for that.
But if you get one that, oh, look at that. That's almost perfect. You see how it's.
The ultimate 6.
So you want just a little bit of.
You actually want this to be right at the top, right on the edge of the top. Let's see. Let's pull it
Wow.
that
Yeah,
way.
that's really pretty.
Yep. So,
Almost looks like the original pants.
yep. And so let's see. I just tightened it up a little bit more because I'm going to cut that off one more time and see what it looks like. Okay, so. And that is almost there. So it could be that my black is probably still pulling a little too much. Let's try that. And just a little, okay. And sometimes you just can lift up the foot to get it under there. So that's pretty good. It's a little tight on the back, but it's all right. It's just rolling a little bit. I think it's pretty good.
Cool.
So, but yeah, what you don't want to happen is you don't want, depending on how you're doing the seam, what you're doing here is you don't want it rolling. You don't want it so tight that it's rolling it over or rolling the edge over. Let's see. Let's try. I'm going to loosen it really. So I'm loosening it hella up. I just did that a whole bunch of cranks just to see what it will do.
What we're looking for.
What it does to, so you can see the difference. And I found that if you go too fast, you pop off too fast, you'll break your thread. So now it is. Okay, so that means let's try tightening that one up a little bit more, because it just might be totally out of whack. And lift it up so I can get it under there. Okay, let's see. Tighten that one up just a little, loosen that one up a little bit more. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Aha. You see? It's getting closer to that. So we did. That one was loosen that one up and let's tighten this one up. Because you can only go so far, because you will notice when it's almost too tight. And let's see. I'm going to start from the side.
Like, it only has so much range.
It does have only so much range, but everything, the needle is also part of that, but I'm not messing with it because it's a lot. Knock the needle out of whack. The needle tension out of whack, and that's the needle tension is the one that you want good all the time. So that one, that's probably as close as I'm going to get. But I'm good for government work. That's right on the top.
So.
But yeah, when I look down here though, I want to see. Oh, let's see. Is this right here causing little loopies down here? And it won't really matter when you're just doing edging like this, but when you're doing like a knit and you're actually making a seam, then you want to be able to see. Let's see. Let's go here.
Okay, the balls, mothballs.
Yeah, was there mothballs in the pocket?
Yeah,
Oops. Let's see.
I forgot about that.
So, when you're doing like this, when I pull it apart, that's where you want to make sure your bottom, your needle is actually, but it looks pretty good. But since you're only doing the edge, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I see.
And so when you chain off, when you come off the edge, you chain off like this, and you're supposed to take it with another needle, slice it up, and thread it back through the edge
Oh, okay.
to keep it tight. I sometimes just tie it off and melt it in
There is sometimes
to the back. Yeah, I'll just melt it and I'll go like this. Usually, this is something I because I'm lazy, I'll go like this, and I'll go like this, and I'll just go right to there, and I'll melt it back into the edge.
Just because it's
Because
like,
it's just
not a full cotton thread. It's
this
got
one.
a little plastic
Yeah,
in
this one's got a little bit of plastic. Actually, this one actually has less plastic than I thought it did. But yeah, but in order for it to remain, you usually take it and you rethread it back down back down the backside so it stays put. Just chain off and then you have enough. Give yourself enough to do that.
Okay.
So you're good.
One last question. So this is like
That's
a
your needle thread.
standard
Yep.
normal thread, and then these two are the lighter ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is what Gutermann likes Gutermann likes a 12 needle
Okay.
to go through. These are a little lighter, but
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
nothing's coming through that.
and
Wow.
Those are cool. That's like nothing's coming through that.
there you go. I'll get another iron from the depot, so we have a regular iron.
Cool. And then what's the model of this machine?
This is a Wilcox and Gibbs,
Uh-huh.
I could.
and this is like the same that we have at Circuit Launch, because this one's mine,
Uh-huh.
that one's mine, and I have another one that's over at the depot, and
Awesome.
I have over at Circuit Launch, and then I
Cool.
have one that's over at one that is a Yamada, and it's over at Place.
Uh-huh.
I got my machines everywhere
I see.
because I just don't have the space for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have, let's see, Place. I have machines at Place. I have machines here. I have machines at Circuit Launch. I have machines in my garage. I
Yeah.
have machines in my sewing room.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And